I was contacted recently about taking a look at game creation software called PGMMV from the folks behind the storied RPG Maker franchise. I have a bit of an interest in game development as a hobby, and as someone who used early versions of RPG Maker growing up, I thought it'd be cool to check out. A quick bit of housekeeping on the subject while we're here. KHPLAY'S, Pixel Game Maker's publisher, provided me with a key for the software, which normally costs $84.99 USD. They haven't paid for the video itself or advertising with the site, and this is not a sponsored video. Now that we got that out of the way, let's get on with it. I'm Colton for MMOHuts.com, and here's a quick look at Pixel Game Maker MV. Pixel Game Maker MV is, for better or worse, an okay piece of software. Its main goal is to allow you to easily create retro-style games with a pixel art aesthetic. The software comes with a handful of pre-made game project files so you can see how a project that's mostly done will look and kind of glean details from it, but anything beyond that will require some serious research and preparation. The interface of the software itself is not especially intuitive, even as someone who's used the sister software RPG Maker a good bit. This is where Pixel Game Maker hits its first big stumbling block. The software doesn't include anything noteworthy in the way of tutorials to show you what the different panes or menus of the software do. You're kind of expected to know it already, and if you're looking for something to get you started in development from square one, you're going to be fighting one hell of an uphill battle. Thankfully, the software has a great community behind it, and there are a ton of YouTube tutorials that explain different features and show you how to get started using very basic assets. Once you get the hang of it, it's actually quite easy to start making stages and work on the design of the environments using a Mario Maker style drag and drop system for your tile sets. Arguably the most difficult portion of the system for me so far has been learning to create animations and actions for characters to perform. Walk cycles are relatively easy, but once you start getting into routines like jumping and tinkering with in-game physics, things get more than a little bit complicated. Honestly, I could spend all day talking about the pros and cons of the interface, of the types of things this software can do, but at the end of the day, if you're interested in buying this kind of software, you probably already know a little bit about how to manage the fine details. I want to talk for a minute about the end results. Let's take a look at some of the things the software can yield in the hands of someone who knows how to use it. Here are a few of the pre-made demo games that come with the software in action. They look decent and they control well enough, even if I had to go digging through help menus to find out what the actual controls were. Still, there's something lingering from its RPG-related sister software that I can't shake. The thing with games made in Pixel Maker, and this is true for RPG Maker too, is that they feel flimsy. There's a certain quality about them that's really difficult to describe, but even games that have a lot of thought put into their design feel like Flash games. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's there and it brings even really high quality ideas down a few pegs. Pixel Game Maker is by no means a bad way to start learning about the basics of game design, especially if you want to go for a retro feeling game. I intend to sit down with it more and really see how far it can be pushed once I've had, say, a few months with it as opposed to just a week or two. With that said though, for the price there are better options. A similar software called Game Maker Studio 2 offers similar features and a much more intuitive user interface for a significantly lower entry price of $34.99. The drawback to that is that Game Maker Studio 2 requires a yearly subscription at that price, but it offers the ability to publish more games easily and features a host of guides and information already curated for you so you don't have to go on YouTube and random subreddits hunting it down. The long and the short of it is, you're way better off investing in more complex tools for development. It'll take more investment from you in both time and money, but you'll be able to go much farther in the long run and you'll develop a set of skills related to programming that will translate into other areas of your life. If you're interested in checking out Pixel Game Maker MV, you can download it on Steam. If you're already using the software and have something cool you want to show off, let us see it down in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe and keep it locked on MMOHuts.com for all the latest gaming news and reviews.